If you spawned a sister of Parvos and have been ignoring her ever since,
I swear to the void, if you were any dumber, you'd be on the mineral.
you're missing out on some of the strongest weapons in Warframe. This guide will explain why she's worth dealing with, how to spawn one, and the steps you need to take before finally taking her down. If you watched my Kuva Lich guide, the overall process will feel familiar, but sisters have different rewards, a different spawning method, and one requirement I learned the annoying way. You need to complete the Call of the Tempestari before you can spawn one. And quickly, thank you for 200 subscribers. If you're new here, this channel helps you go from Lost to Steel Path. Now, let's get back to the video. The main reason to hunt a sister is for the Tenet weapons. A sister can reward you with a potentially powerful weapon, carrying an innate elemental bonus, based on the Warframe you use to create her. I'll put the table on screen now, of which Warframe gives what element. Each element comes with a random percentage that boosts your damage. If you get a duplicate later, you can improve it through Valence Fusion. I'll be using the Kuvazar for this demonstration, but Tenet weapons work the exact same. Valence Fusion takes the highest percentage and multiplies it by 10%. The percentage of each weapon is capped at 60%. Once you vanquish her, her Hound becomes yours. Converting her doesn't grant you the Hound. There's also roughly a 20% chance that she'll come with an Ephemeria, giving you another cosmetic reward to chase. She also steals some of the rewards from missions in her territory.
Boo-hoo, wah wah. Is this all you have?
Those resources aren't gone forever, but you won't get them back until you deal with her. Vanquishing your sister returns what she took, along with the rewards from defeating her. So ignoring her means leaving both the loot and the weapon locked away. The Hound and Ephemeria are great additions, but the Tenet weapon is usually why you start hunting a sister. Now you know what rewards are waiting for you. Let's get into how to spawn one. Spawning a sister isn't as straightforward as spawning a Kuva Lich, but once you know which crown you need, it's simple enough. The game just makes you do a small treasure hunt first. You'll need to run a mission on a Corpus ship. Hydra on Pluto is usually the fastest because it's a capture mission, but any Corpus ship will work. The order can change from run to run. You might find the capture target first, or you might find a Granum Crown first. Once you find a Granum Crown, you'll need a Zenith Granum Crown to access the highest tier of the Granum Void. If you don't have one, wait for the treasurer to appear and take the crown he dropped. Zenith Granum Crowns come from treasurers in level 30 or higher Corpus missions, so don't panic if the first crown you find isn't the one you need. After entering the Granum Void, kill 25 enemies and survive until the timer ends. Once you're sent back to the Corpus ship, a candidate will spawn somewhere nearby, and Parvos will usually have something dramatic to say about it.
You have proven yourself many times over. Let us see if you have steel in you.
Down the candidate and look at the weapon floating above its head. Like the Kuva Lavaling, this is your chance to decide whether the weapon is worth keeping. Don't like it? Ignore the candidate and finish the mission. No commitment, no problem. Just rinse and repeat until the weapon you want appears. Found the right weapon? Perfect. Mercy kill the candidate and your brand new sister of Parvos will spawn. Congratulations, you've just created a problem that now controls part of your star chart. Murmurs work exactly the same as they do with Kuva Liches. I explained them in more detail in my Kuva Lich guide, so here's the quick version. Every sister will spawn on Venus, having controlled areas where hounds can spawn during those missions. Weaken one enough, then use the mercy prompt to finish it. Every hound you defeat this way gives you progress toward a Requiem Murmur. Murmurs reveal the 3 Requiem mods needed to defeat your sister. They appear one at a time, so keep running missions and hunting hounds until all 3 are revealed. That's all this stage is for, finding out which mods you need. But knowing the mods isn't enough. You still need to discover the order they go in. You'll need those 3 Requiem mods equipped on your Parazon. You earn them by opening Requiem relics and Requiem Void fissures. Once you have the required mods, slot them into your Parazon, then continue running missions in your sister's territory until she appears. The game checks your mods from left to right. If the first mod is wrong, The attempt fails, your sister ranks up, and she moves on to another planet. The mod itself isn't consumed. If the first mod is correct, but the second one fails, leave the first one where it is and rearrange the remaining slots. Each failed attempt either reveals part of the order or gives you more murmur progress, but it also makes your sister stronger, so avoid guessing blindly. If she's taking too long to appear, you can buy a Requiem Ultimatum from Paldino in Iron Wake for 10 Riven Silvers, once per week. Use it in a controlled sister mission to force an immediate confrontation. Once you find the correct sequence, your sister will retreat to Neptune for the final confrontation. Once you have tested all 3 Requiem mods correctly, your sister retreats to Neptune for her final confrontation, which requires a Railjack. You need at least 1 Railjack intrinsic at rank 3 to enter. If you haven't invested much into your Railjack yet, you can join other players' crew and let them host the mission. The mission starts with Railjack combat. You'll need to destroy 2 cruise ships and to destroy the marked security nodes on the ship before you can board.
Intruders have entered the Railjack.
Torpedoes! All days! Fire!
Fire crew, attention needed.
Inside the ship, your sister will be protected by her hound and 2 random Warframe specters. She's invulnerable until you defeat them, so deal with her guardians first. Once they are defeated, the sister becomes vulnerable. Reduce her health, then use the Parazon to finish the encounter. After that, you'll have 20 seconds to choose between Vanquish and Convert. If you don't choose in time, she'll automatically be vanquished. If you choose Vanquish, you'll receive the tenet weapon shown on her profile, recover the stolen rewards, and get the sister's hound. You'll also receive her ephemeria if she spawned with one. If you choose to convert, you give up the weapon and the hound rewards, but your sister becomes an ally who can appear when you enter Bleed Out and serve as Railjack crew. You can also trade her to other players through a clan dojo's Crimson Branch. If you're choosing this option, it's best to get her to max rank because she keeps her current level. And that's the full Sister of Parvos process. Complete the Call of the Tempestari, spawn your sister, uncover the Requiem order, and finish the confrontation in Neptune. If you're moving on to Kuvalich's next, check out my guide on screen. The overall process is similar, but the spawning method and final rewards are different. Thanks for watching, Tenno. Good luck with your hunt, and I'll see you in the next one.